Hey everybody, developers, welcome. Sunday, August 7th, and this is the AMA session with Sierra covering the first week of August. As always, Alex Shedogubov, the co-founder, CEO, and me, Agent Crypto MC. Welcome everybody. Like, share, subscribe at the first second because we are delivering you a great content on a weekly basis. So Alex, let's start with the news. What are the main goals that team has successfully accomplished, and we are very proud to share with our audience on this week.
Well, the first one of this week, I should mention, in the first one today we had first offline event dedicated to Envelop DAO, Envelop protocol, our solutions, product built above the protocol. So we had here in Bali in top crypto event. So the speakers were me and guys that are building advertising solution. From Vizi, Sergey was speaking, and from Unitbox there was Anton, who covered the whole topic of rental mechanics and why their mechanic, which is fully based on only revenue share model, will achieve more popularity. And finalizing was Vladimir Minoskov as our advisor. He covered really interesting topics about Web3 and non-obvious objects, and it was really interesting to listen. And I saw when Vladimir was talking, the audience was listening like without blinking the eyes. They tried to get all the info, as Vladimir usually provided very concentrated way. So yeah, they liked it.
Amazing. So greetings, congratulations with the first offline event. You may see it on our Twitter post on your web screen. So T-Hub and Meetup Bali. So Envelop has delivered this message on Bali. That's amazing. Okay, so this was the first offline event, and let's get further. By the way, one of the most interesting news on this week, Envelop has announced soul-bound token quite speedily after Vitalik Buterin has announced this in its white paper, and community just had started to discuss, and Envelop has also implemented it. Let's explain, Alex, what are soul-bound tokens, why it doesn't matter, and how it works, and how Envelop allows to create soul-bound tokens, because soul-bound is are they bound? Will be bound at the moment of creation and not transferable at all, or they will have the ability to transfer one time to somebody who we want to reward them, and then they will be bounded. So let's explain the details how it will be working.
So at our point of view, it's a very important situation now that is needed about the reputational systems in many DAOs and products. So Soulbound offers this opportunity, and this token will be totally untransferable. And yes, we of course read articles about Vitalik. Also, we see news that Binance plan to use such tokens. And then we understood that our version 1, also it could be named a beta version of protocol, offers this opportunity, and it has a ready to use solution right now. So in our vision, it would be NFT token. It could be 721 or 1155 format token with settings that can be applied in our application about being non-transferable. And this NFT could be minted right to the wallet to which it's dedicated. And moreover, our protocol offers solutions to make these soul-bound tokens upgradable. So I mean that, for example, if we got a reputation, this reputation can be increased according to the platform or to the game, to the mechanics of what they invent. And for example, they can drop inside such soul-bound token other tokens. It could be either NFTs or ERC20 tokens, for example, which stands for the rate of the reputation or special skill of the owner of this SBT token. And thus we can have transactional reputation with proofs on chain and with no any opportunity to transfer such a token or transfer reputational tokens. Of course, it depends on the mechanics of the platforms who account this reputation to their audience, but the tool is ready and technically it can be implemented to multiple mechanics. And also I should mention that here in Bali, I have connected with 2 projects who are building kind of systems and they need a reputation system for their users, and this totally fits to their needs. And we even discussed it a month ago, and also when we found out these articles about Vitalik View and news about Binance, we decided that we need to say more loud that the solution is ready, guys. You don't need to break your head how to make it, how to introduce it. You can just use our protocol and create your SBT tokens using your platforms, or connect to us if you need to make some customizations according to your mechanics. So
okay, let me paraphrase how I have understood that. So the owner of any wallet may create a soul-bound token weighing on sbt.envelop.is. Here we see the button create soul-bound token. So this soul-bound token, will it be bounded, connected to its wallet? So it means that it will be untransferable from this wallet. I am understanding correctly?
One thing that, yes, it will be untransferable, but it could be not only the owner of the token, it could be, for example, the owner of the platform or DAO which owns the platform, and they can mint this token for any third party there, which stands for the wallet.
So the main rule that the address where this soul-bound token will be created with Envelop, this token will be tied or bound to this address. But any third person may create any soul-bound token for any address he wish. If he has a private keys, of course. This will. Okay, got it. So this soul-bound token will be bound to the address which is connected on Envelop and it will create a token. Okay, so it is untransferable. So do not understand like you are creating and then you transfer to somebody you want. No, it works like you connect, you create, and this token is forever on this address, which was used for creation, right?
Yeah, the address which was indicated like an owner of this token. It can be the address of the person who creates or any third person for whom this creator makes this soul-bound token.
Why am I asking so detailedly? Because I thought that soul-bound token works like a reward when somebody creates it and then transfers one time in a life as a reward, as a token or a medal, like when the government rewards military men with medals. I don't know how to say medals, tokens, and medals. So it doesn't work like that. It works like you create, and this token is bound to the address you use it when in the mode of creation.
Yeah, in current iteration, it's made like this. So for the wallet with this set that non-transferable, it's mean that it can be transferable, but maybe in the future if there would be an amount of requests that they need one transaction made, and then only after that this token would be untransferable. I think this also is executable, but it needs corrections in the protocol. But unless we see such a need of community, we don't make these improvements, because I think we need to start from something that we have and then improve it step by step on the use.
This is very. I think we need to be very careful with this untransferability, because it's very easy to forget that the token is untransferable, to create and have no ability to transfer for anybody. I think that in the future, a service should allow to transfer the created token once a life, one time. So you create somewhere, then you reward by a simple transaction from address A to address B, and the address B will be forever the owner of this token. I think it should be looking like that, but this is my wish. it more intuitive, understandable. More intuitive, understandable from my point of view. Okay, but nonetheless, Envelop has implemented this feature. This is amazing. So sbt.envelop.is, the link in the description, and you go all by the button on the link named appv1.envelop.is and creating. And this token is created in the form of NFT of standard 721 or 1155. What goes on with wrapping here? This token be wrapped, of course, because the wrapping function is also allowed, or it is wrapped by default when in the time of creation.
It will be wrapped by default.
Okay, got it.
Wrapped token, and also this is why it will be allowed this token to be a kind of upgradable. So when we would drop for new tokens, for example, as I mentioned, maybe grades of reputation. So in essence, for example, you can mint for your community these SBT tokens to their addresses, and when they make useful things on your platform, actions, you can drop them this your C20 as the proof of their reputation and execution of some tasks. Of course, I think in future it could be automated, and surely it have to be, but at first steps, maybe it could be some manual things.
Okay, so let's clarify one more time two important things. That first, at the moment of creation, this token is also WNFT or wrapped NFT.
Yes.
And second, it is also untransferable from the address which was used for creation. So the result of this operation is creation of wrapped NFT on the
creation, but which was indicated as an owner of this NFT for whom we mint this NFT.
Okay. Of course, in time of creation, we have a function of transfer. Really, I did forget that in the time of creation, in the time of wrapping, I remember that I was recording the voiceover. In the time of creation, we may put an address where we want to transfer this wrapped NFT as the final recipient of the token. That's right. Okay. Got it. Got all the idea. Super interesting. So has somebody tested already this function? Maybe
we did code this setting is built into our protocol. It's one of multiple functionality there. So it can be done, it could be done a month ago and later, but during this weekend, we created a special page where it's described more detailed. And now we are talking about it. And also, I think we'll write an article how to execute it.
Absolutely, we need to write an article on our Medium because this requires a Medium, a post of Medium. Please note that, and we need to do that. Medium article. Okay, so we are looking on our Medium. So I'll remind you that NFT Digest covering main events on NFT World in July is also available on the link in the description, or be subscribed on our Medium, be subscribed on our Twitter, be subscribed on our YouTube. We have recorded a lot of unique podcasts with great Web3 minds, and I do really love that we have such opportunity to talk to people who create the industry with their minds and hands, and to hear from that. How do they see this? How they see the future of NFT? What do you think about the wrapping concept? Or I really enjoy to call this NFT, smart NFT, or NFT 2.0 second generation. So smart NFT, it's very good term. I started to use it everywhere.
And also any NFT can be smart on demand, only for certain period of time or certain execution or transaction made or period, or maybe in a game. Just it doesn't go in contradiction with the essence of original NFT, which can be simple or smarter for a moment.
Absolutely. So the future of smart NFT is absolutely promising. So, and we are Envelop who make this smart NFT available, which allows to create the smart NFT on all the renowned chains. So be subscribed on our Medium, be subscribed on our YouTube, be the member of our Telegram channel, and let's stay tuned for next great AMA session. We deliver them on a weekly basis. So I am, do we need to add something? So we've covered perhaps all the news. If we do need to add something.
About Envelop, all the news. And
okay, so guys, stay tuned for next great AMA session. I'm stopping the live stream. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.